Looks like I found even more details to Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. There are many rumors on the internet about what will be in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. One of these theories is that the fourth part will take place in a labarium where surviving children are kept. There are rumors about what characters might be in that lab, starting with the banal prototype and the surviving smiling critters. Prototype will definitely be there, as will most likely be the smiling critters. Since Prototype is the main villain of Poppy Playtime, and the fate of smiling critters was never told. The third chapter of Poppy Playtime is very much on the wave of hype, and the developers realizing this are unlikely to upset their fans and abandon such undisclosed topics. But I also found more details straight from the second chapter of Poppy Playtime that few people talk about. The main antagonist of the second part of Poppy Playtime is Long-Legged Mummy, but based on the posters. Long-Legged Mummy has a family. And given how caring Long-Legged Mummy was to her children, it's safe to say that her family will appear in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. Introducing Daddy Longlegs and Baby Longlegs! Daddy Longlegs is a toy produced by Playtime Co. that made its poster debut in Chapter 2, Fly in the Poppy Playtime. Not much is known about it, other than that it is part of the Mommy Longlegs and family set with Mommy Longlegs and Baby Longlegs. It was probably created following the success of its female counterpart, which became popular after its creation in 1991. Daddy Longlegs would later be seen in the horror spin-off project Playtime, which is seen as an unlockable skin for Mommy Longlegs. This version of Daddy Longlegs is largely unchanged, with the exception of dilated, darkened pupils and eyes. His bow tie has also changed a bit. It looks crumpled rather than triangular. Finally, one button can be seen on his torso instead of two different buttons. Baby Longlegs is a secondary toy produced by Playtime Co., who made their poster debut in Chapter 2, Fly in the Poppy Playtime. Not much is known about them other than the fact that they are part of the Mommy Longlegs and family set with Mommy Longlegs and Daddy Longlegs. They were most likely created in 1993 after the success of Mommy Longlegs and Daddy Longlegs. Baby Longlegs appear on the poster after the player escapes from PJ Pug-a-Pillar. They also appear as a cutout, albeit without a button, in Home Sweet Home. They are a yellow, elasticated humanoid spider with a single visible tooth and a blue strand of hair matching blue gloves and shoes with white frills. They have orange eyes and wear a white nappy. Also, one popular theory is that Baby Longlegs could be Ollie, as his identity is unknown unless he is a human or prototype. And this is a very likely outcome of events, as he can't get out of the laboratories, and his mother, Longshank's mummy, went mad after the Joy Hour. His motives are clear, like Poppy and Player. He wants to help the place and get the kids out of that nightmare place. Some of the theorists also suggest that he is an orphan who lived in Playcare, escaped the experiments, and became one of the few survivors of the Joy Hour. Catnap may have protected some of the children from hostile experiments during the Joy Hour, and subsequently, these children were likely raised as a result of the experiments after the Joy Hour, which could explain Ollie's knowledge of Playcare and Catnap. However, it is likely that some of the children, and perhaps Ollie more broadly, were infants by the time the Hour of Joy came around. Note that Home Sweet Home has cots, and were then raised by either smarter people or smarter people. And caring experiments or other children who became teenagers during those 10 years. However, this poses some problems. It's been 10 years since Joy Hour happened in the current timeline. If Ollie was a human, food would be a problem, as all chapters show that there is relatively little of it except for cannibalism. Also, if he was a child, that means Ollie must be at least 15-20 years old, and therefore must have a deeper voice. However, the voice heard in the game sounds like it belongs to a child under the age of 10, so it's likely that Ollie is also a living toy, capable of retaining a child's voice, not to mention the likelihood of a toy surviving Joy Hour is higher than a human, which proves it's Long-Leg Mummy's son. But also there is one of the mini theories was that Ollie could have been Bobby Bear due to the fact that she never screamed like the others, only saying she was lost. However, they are different genders despite sounding the same. Fans speculate a potential connection between Ollie and Hoppy Hopscotch from the Smiling Critters plush line, as both are enthusiastic, show a willingness to help others, and have green-colored names in their dialogue text. The themes of helping in Chapter 3 are further reiterated through a rocket launcher next to Hoppy's cutout and batteries with lightning symbols similar to Hoppy's pendant that help the player solve puzzles. Despite the similarities in personalities, Dog Day claims that he and Catnap are the last of the smiling creatures, meaning that the others, including Hoppy, may no longer be alive. This is probably also supported by some cardboard figurines of the smiling beast that end with violent screams, including Hoppy's. However, it's entirely possible that Dog Day is unaware of the fates of the other smiling beasts. Ollie himself and the long-legged mommy family have a lot of secrets and little information. It's only at times like this that you realize that even after 3 chapters of Poppy Playtime, there are still a lot of unanswered questions and gestalts. The developers have hinted that the 4th chapter won't be the last. Some are already calling for a 5th, and yet on their Discord channel and on Twitter, they are openly sharing their progress even before the release of the 3rd chapter, writing about their work and teasing future chapters, showing us things behind the scenes and what is planned. It's great that they have built a community around them and are interacting with it, answering some tricky questions, but always in their own style, without giving away too many details, though when they do drop some details. If you liked the video, watch my other theories and subscribe to the channel. Write your theories in the comments. Good luck to everyone.